ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rizz Class. Rizz Class was a very popular series, and then I decided to bring it back because there are still so many more things to teach you guys. So here we have it. So new Rizz Class, how to make your women not mad. I will tell you guys, I think women do get mad easily. Definitely way easier than men getting mad. And the reason is probably because of hormones. We have like hormones, dude. Just think about it. Just imagine that we have to go through that monthly cycle and then you get cramps, hormone activity going spiking up and down, and then there's a bleeding coming out for like 5 to 7 days, and then oh, you're happy one time and you're sad one time, and you're sensitive and you're cranky. And then as a woman myself, sometimes I don't even understand myself as well, because I'm like, why am I ever mad over this, huh? Why am I ever mad? And then I don't want to be mad, but I become mad, so there are some situations women do get mad a little bit more often, and then I guess we are a little bit more sensitive than than men, I would say. So that is the reason why you need Rizz Class to learn about how to make your women not mad. Now I'm gonna give you 3 different situations here. So this is scenario 1, when you made an obvious mistake. Now in this situation, what is it? It is your fault. Let's say that you forgot that very important anniversary, or you forgot to buy her like a flower on Valentine's Day. I don't know, obvious mistake. Then in that situation, it is kind of like your fault, right? It really depends. I don't know. There are a lot of reasons that couples fight. Couples fight over very little trivial shit. If you made like super bad mistakes, like cheating on her, okay, that's like '07. That's basically, don't date someone if you're gonna cheat on them, by the way. Obviously, cheating is like unforgivable, so that is beyond a mistake, that is just irreversible choice that you make. You cannot ask for forgiveness in that situation, so I'm ruling out that kind of mistakes, but I'm talking about, just the small mistakes. So when it is your fault, well, in that situation, what you have to do, obviously, is apologize sincerely. It is very important. But how do you apologize sincerely? Because if you just say sorry, a lot of times that's not gonna work. Because woman's gonna be like, sorry for what? What are you sorry about? Doesn't sound that sincere. Sorry only is not gonna solve the problem, in my opinion. Then what's gonna happen afterwards is like, sorry for what? And then you talk about like, sorry for what you did. It really depends on your girlfriend or your wife's personality. If they forgive you after you sincerely apologize, then that's great. Good for you. You have like a very patient, nice, understanding girlfriend or wife. If they're not, then it might escalate. You're gonna be like,
yeah, I said sorry for what I did. What else more do you want me to do?
And then they're like, this is not an attitude for a person that feel bad.
What else do you want me to do?
And then just escalate. There are a few things that you shouldn't do, and this comes from my experience.
Here we go again.
That kind of stuff, if you sigh, then that's really bad. And then also, what else can I say? So if you become passive aggressive, that is also bad, because that will escalate the situation. Walk away is also one of the things that you cannot do, because if you walk away, then what's gonna happen is, where the hell do you think you're going? And it will also get mad. So I think what you can do, and what you probably have to do first, eat. Buy her food. So for example, in my experience, when I was really mad or a little pissed or something, and then they offer like,
do you want to go to this favorite restaurant, a Korean barbecue place? I'll buy you food.
something like that, I'm like, okay, fine. The offering food is a very good way to maybe make her less mad. And then the second thing that you can do is maybe make her laugh. I think that could work if she's not super mad. Just like kind of try to diffuse the situation. Or try to be cute and clingy. Clingy, not as in bad way, but I think maybe in a good way. Like,
oh, like, are you okay? Come on, give me a kiss, come here, give me a kiss.
Like, be more affectionate, I guess. I think this could also work. It definitely will work on me. So now we gotta move to the second situation when it was her fault, okay? Now it gets a little trickier over here. You know why? Because it is her fault. Easy level girlfriend situation, she's gonna apologize. She's gonna be like, I'm sorry. She accepts that it's her fault. So yeah, you just apologize. And a lot of times when guys, when their girlfriend just like apologizes like that, they usually accept and move on. You know, that's the reason why it's easy level. Intermediate level is kind of like she apologizes, but she gets mad or she gets a little upset that you got mad at her. Like, we're for example,
You're 20 minutes late. Why are you so late?
why are you yelling at me? There was traffic. I'm sorry. But like seriously, like, and then she just gets mad at you for you getting mad at her. In that situation, what can you do? You just gotta try to diffuse the situation.
I'm sorry if I sounded super mad at you.
But in a soft tone. Regardless of gender, if someone is getting mad at you with a very aggressive tone, then of course they get defensive. The tone to begin with is very important, both for male and both for female. When your girlfriend made a mistake, when you want to confront it, you have to use a softer tone. When you use the aggressive tone, that is probably the main reason why the fight usually happens. So you have to use a softer tone. I think that is a mature way of dealing with it. And then move on, right? Great. Now we're gonna go to the hard mode. She doesn't apologize. I would just say, run for your life. I mean, you're dating someone that cannot really accept their fault, even though it was obviously their mistake. And then if they try to gaslight you, manipulate you, it is your fault actually, or whatever, then I would rather say you just run away, because that is just headache. But if you really, really, really like her and you still want to work with it, then what you can do is just be like,
I understand, sure.
you just gotta cave in everything that she says. You just agree.
Yeah, sorry. I agree.
Which I wouldn't really recommend. It's not really a healthy relationship though. Number 3 situation is hormones. She's just cranky. She's just on period. She's just moody. And then she acts like she's mad at you. Now, it is not your fault. It is not her fault. It's just like that. Exclamation point. Oh my god. Okay. What not to do? Okay, what not to do? Number 1.
Are you on period?
Bruh. Cannot say this, but whenever I sound a little cranky, they're like,
Are you on period, dude?
well, if they're friends that's saying like this, it'll be like, no, what the hell? You know, move on. But if it's your boyfriend saying it, I think that could actually aggravate the situation. Another thing, sighing. Sighing is bad. Your girlfriend is already moody, but if you sigh, it makes her feel worse. Oh my gosh, he's sick of me now, overthinking, that kind of situation happens. So no sighing. Number 3, get mad at her. You know, you didn't do anything, but you feel like she's treating you wrong. Then you can get mad, right? So that could escalate the situation a lot more. Walking away is always really, really bad. You might think like,
Hold on, I'm just gonna give her some space.
it feels like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that situation. I don't want to deal with her right now. I'm just gonna leave you. Then she will feel like she's abandoned. So she's gonna start overthinking and then be like, oh, maybe he is not the one. You know, he doesn't care about how I feel. Maybe he's not the one. When that happens and there's a cycle, is really, really, really bad. So anyway, what is the smartest thing to do? If you do these, she's gonna think you're a green flag. She's gonna love you so much. Okay, so number 1, what you can do is, if you buy her some sweets, just remember her favorite snacks and whatever. Buy her some sweets or give her flower. It depends on the women, because I'm not a huge fan of flowers because I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, some sweets would always work. The second thing that you can do is hover around her. Don't walk away, don't leave her. Just hover around her, be in the presence until she feels better a little bit. You know, that kind of stuff might work. Probably. Or listen to her. It could be also not just hormones, it could be also like upset over something. In that situation, you can just listen to her. But this is very important. You have to side with her and then don't try to teach her or talk logic. I just want you to listen to me and then side with me and be like,
Oh, that must have been so hard.
they probably already know that it's their fault. So if you say it again and then try to blame it, say, yeah, it's your fault, dude, then it just makes it a lot more difficult because they can get defensive because they already know that it's their fault. If you do all this kind of stuff, I think you should probably be able to survive her hormonal activity. And then when she's upset and mad in certain situation, not because of you, but some other situations, you know? I think you can make your women not mad. Ladies and gentlemen, just listen to my advice. Hopefully it works. Then hopefully your woman is no longer mad anymore. Okay, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Write down some comments on what you think about the lecture and what things do you want to know more about the relationship where women and men. I'm not the professional, but I can definitely teach you guys how a lot of women feel. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next Rizz class. Bye bye!